Você dormiu antes. Eu estava na roda conversando sobre... Opa, estamos ao vivo, tudo bem? Fazendo as contas. Você viu esse filme há praticamente um ano atrás. Não posso dizer o que aconteceu depois. Perigoso. É isso? Não é não? Cuidado pra não tossir leitinho, é feio. Vamos lá. Deixa eu só fazer o update de onde a gente tava. A gente terminou o capítulo... Não o capítulo, né? O quarto gameplay. Com o final trágico do nosso Sidolfos. Passaram-se 5 anos. E agora o Clive ele é chamado pela alcunha de Cid. Porque é até interessante, né? Uma forma de manter o legado. Então, até uma das coisas que falam pra ele, né? Já conheciam o Clive mais novo, então falam, ó, você não pode morrer, mas principalmente você não pode deixar o nome dele morrer. Então tem uma importância aí. Então esses detalhes eu já estou anotando mentalmente para quando eu for gravar com o Tom e com o Gabriel, o Arthur, que estão me cobrando toda hora para terminar essa desgraça, mas a porra do jogo tem quase 60 horas, quer que acabe em 2 dias, porra. Possível, só tem 48. Pra levar e comentar, né? Mas tem uma simbologia aqui, ó. Antes, é porque, porra, agora tá a missão em cima. Vocês repararam lá onde tava o hideout, que é o esconderijo, tá o cristal, a lasca de cristal mate com as 2 espadas cravadas, que são as espadas que o Cid e o Clive colocaram. Então o Cid se foi, mas o legado continua, né? Deixa eu trocar aqui. Acho engraçado, Vitão, teu
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for me
comentário
was a
não,
symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know.
não apareceu aqui no chat
Making us
box.
the cause of their misery.
Muito estranho.
Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Que eu disse do trilhar o caminho, né?
Lovebirds, home sweet home.
Eu tô vendo que tu tá no YouTube, mas é porque eu tô com o... Sempre tem que ter o Cid. É engraçado, né, ó? Tem que ter o Cid e a referência, o lugar que eles vão, uma nave. Geralmente o Cid é o cara do airship, né? Fala, Rafael. Como já morreu lá no Remnant? Ele tá jogando a versão de PC, né?
Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Se tivesse 700 bilhões de dólares, daria até pra comprar, mas...
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Ah, aí é dele. Mas no PC isso é mais barato também. E a performance eu acho que é melhor, viu?
Again, I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosmos. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Torgar é o melhor personagem desse jogo. Acho estranho não tá aparecendo os comentários aqui, Vitor. Estranhíssimo. Vou entrar aqui de novo no Telegram. Vou ler ele aqui mais uma vez, só pra eu ter a certeza. Tá muito estranho ele não... Dá pra mim aqui de novo. Ah... Agora apareceu. Agora apareceu. Pronto, agora a gente pode voltar.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying on this time?
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have black.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Is that all?
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not. Molly used the last of the
Muito que bem.
chocolate in the stew.
Shelves are closed.
Mas eu tô rindo é da IGN que fez a tradução lá do Final Fantasy como se tivesse multiverso.
So, will it be?
Relampejo. Pô, bicho, é de lascar, né? As espadas vão ficando sempre melhor.
Right. That it? Fine.
Espada bonita.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern.
Será que o tesouro é o cristal? Muro das Memórias. Ah, sim, ó. Criada. O dia que Clive e jurou aliança Cid está lascado na cristal cravado. Que foda. Ah, dá pra fazer o... Dá pra relutar... Dá pra fazer a luta mais uma vez, contra o Typhoon. Coisa que dá pra fazer são as habilidades, né? Faz tempo que eu não... Rumble foi incorporado. Isso aqui é massa. Isso. Essa aqui é a última habilidade. Essa aqui deve ser bonita, viu? Porra. Na animação, pelo menos essa tá parecendo mais bonita que as outras. Deixa pra lá. Depois a gente pega mais habilidades.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Será que tem alguma história essa nave aqui?
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Vou explicar, hein? Vamos lá.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor, a nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Eles dominaram o terreno neutro.
You
Faz
were born
sentido.
in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ela sabe mais sobre a história,
My
né?
favorite pupil.
Domínio
My
cristalino.
beloved homeland. Or at least it was. One would think. I admit. A far more reputable fellowship. I do wish our lawsmen would consider acquiring some more contemporary volumes. I tire of the classics.
Tinha que ser o Sunbreak. Sunbreak dominou tudo. Chegou no reino que seria... território neutro e destruiu tudo.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name. Welcome home, Clive.
I believe this belongs to you.
Ready? Would that I could do the same. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are...
Not too tired to go filching Kubo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nix.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh. The loss of their pet Titan took much from us that night. From some more than others. And the wounds that remain. They are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Só isso a missão? Sério?
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Opa.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Vizinho do Cid.
What does Gad
Massa.
have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from
Será que ainda
yourself.
é a última?
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that.
Agora sim.
And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was
Até
there.
hoje ele guarda, bicho.
It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Música clássica. Eita! Josh foi salvado pela praga, né?
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Já mudou, né? Já tá numa pose mais de batalha.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... My apologies. I didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with her.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Vamos lá. Rompe maldições. É sim, pô. Não fazia sentido, Vitor. Ele não ficava vivo sendo a Fênix, né? Só que rolou a parada. Não sei se tu viu o que rolou, né? Tipo assim, eles se reencontraram, entre aspas. E ele absorveu. Tá uma parada meio Supernatural até a quinta temporada. Aquele plotzinho.
Aside from the lake water doesn't agree with it, then.
That's one way of putting it. That slurry'll keep eating away at the timber, like assuming we had any pitch. Doubt the old tub's got more than a duck.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is
Well, to make pitch, you need now. And it just so happens I once heard...
Sounds easier than
Vamos ver o que precisa aqui. Por isso que eles pegam. Essa base é neutra, que é o domínio cristalino. Um buraco aqui, ó. Que aqui era o Sunbreak. O cristal deles foi embora. Então sobrou o domínio. O Allowed. O do Titan. E o da Ilha de Ferro.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Já? Porra. Eu tava atrás dele, né? Mas deixa. Precisa mais não agora. Porque assim, ele tava no preço original, né? Hoje eu vi com leitor com disco em loja. 4 contos. Ah, mas aqui abriu ontem. Que abriu ontem. O controle também abriu. E a capinha. A capinha 300. Controle 400 e o... Eu queria que tivesse no Final Fantasy. Esse eu queria. O Final Fantasy XVI valia a pena. Não, reunindo acaba, pô. E é engraçado que lá é um pouquinho mais caro. Impressionante isso. Não tem algum inimigo aqui embaixo que eu deixei passar? Eu não vi uma da Montoys ainda. É, só não veio. Eles deviam ter vendido pelo menos a capa, sabe, Rafael? Porque, tipo assim, vende aquele cover, massa. Pra mim, esse é o kit completo, né? Mas...
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also, and it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed
to the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastard and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good.
You do the same.
Vamos nessa, né? Acho que vai demorar pra gente enfrentar o Titã.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Eu fico puto que demora um tiquinho pra ele pegar, ó. Cadê o Torgal? Ah, meu garoto. Caralho.
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted.
Then, Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn?
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Caralho, ela veio até aqui, bicho.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields.
Pois é, saudade da Namatóise. Tipo, eu achei uns chocobo. Tem umas aranhas estranhas ali. Viúva triste, cara. Esse nome é muito engraçado.
Are we too late?
Não. Bora salvar o povo. Caralho. Caralho, a garela que ela cuidava. Porra.
No.
Damn it.
Caralho, bicho, esse jogo é só pedrada.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Black Shields.
Crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome light.
Eu vou purgar você agora, seu desgraçado. Maldito, matou a galera, porra.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Eu disse que ia acabar rápido. Diz que acaba rápido, sem levar dano ainda. Malditos, caralho, velho. Agora não tem compaixão não aqui.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Já? Passa de leva.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Meu padre.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials?
Manda. Eu até abri uma cerveja.
Every last one.
If only that were true.
Aí você podia mandar a Cake pedir um raid pra nós quando ela terminasse lá.
Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg his aid.
Sério? Sabia não.
This wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
Meu Deus.
He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice.
Olha
They
isso.
knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains.
Deu já, deixa eu só terminar essa parte aqui dramática, né?
Consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Ó. Vamos lá. Deixa eu ler aqui nos comentários. A pessoa que o homem mais confia é seu barbeiro. Que se ele navalha no mesmo sentido... Eu não gosto dessa coisa. Justamente, cara. Ali é... Dizia um professor meu, na época que eu fazia literalmente a 5ª série, que ele falava que confiava mais no barbeiro do que na mulher dele. Rapaz, saudade de você. Olha o que eu achei. Caçada, é? Ameaças notórias. De vez em quando ela pode se deparar com criaturas maiores, mais rápidas e mais ferozes do que o normal. Derrotá-las pode render, além de renome, materiais raros que podem ser utilizados para criar novos equipamentos ou melhorar itens existentes. Você pode obter informações no esconderijo comum. Level 25, gostei, hein? Ai, carai. Foi. Bora, Torgal. Deita ele na porrada. Bem. Aí. Vai, Torgal. alinhada agora, viu? Caramba. Foi. Tem que usar, cara. Mas é porque eu esqueço, é porque é tão simples o negócio do Torgal, né?
See that coming.
Acho massa, é feitinho.
That must be the bridge.
Toma lá, chama. Disparar os restos deles, né, cara? Isso é triste, irmão.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly
Engraçado na Twitch, né, cara? Quando passa assim, tipo... No horário... Começa a vir a galera. Tonho, cara, é só pedrada, pô. Não posso ter... Começa, o Cid morre. Aí depois o Joshua vem e coloca o último dentro do corpo dele. Aí quando você chega, a galera morreu de novo. Porra, bicho, é só pedrada esse jogo. Isso faz não, cara. Isso faz um negócio desse não.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Deixa eu ver o... Opa, alguém se inscreveu. Pera. Gabriel Riliano, cara. Olha o homem chegando, cara. Obrigadíssimo pelo follow, meu garoto. Ó, eu tô aqui só anotando tudo que acontece, toda tristeza, todas essas coisas pra quando a gente for fazer esse podcast vai ficar maroto. É, cara, eu tenho que... Macho, tá com... o Rombo tá com esse áudio. Eu quero que ele me mande pra eu atualizar. Precisando de outro monitor pra ontem, cara. Pelo menos espelhar aqui, saca?
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell
E eu tenho que conseguir um que vá pros dois ao mesmo tempo, tanto pro YouTube quanto pra cá. Mas o YouTube tá foda, cara. Quanto mais eu boto conteúdo, mais a galera some do canal. Sei que porra é essa não. Aliás, sei, né?
You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these black shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this.
Rapariga do meu
Make
nojo.
sense of her actions.
Ô, mulher do meu ódio, essa mãe do Clive.
It's a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I
Filha
need
de última.
swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Outra coisa que eu tenho que tirar é esse negócio da Logitech aí. Tem que logar de novo no Stream Elements. Hoje eu não usei PC, eu entrei só agora. Pra live.
What in the world is going on?
O que é aqui? Estranho. Uma cruz?
Try not to move.
Oi! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds?
Big ones.
The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. White
Os
Horse
brancos?
and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travelers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Tudo bem, né? Tá dizendo.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. And don't worry. You'll...
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you.
Ela deve ser branca, com certeza. Igual a do Clive.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Cadê? Eu disse?
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Uma do Clive.
Brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
É a do Clive, cara.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd
Maldito.
seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Her? And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Cara, a voz do Benji tá muito gostosa, cara.
Better still. How about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Cadê? Vem. Só vem. Deixa eu ver como é que é. Sério mesmo? Tá pensando comigo? Não, sério? Não, agora não. Agora desculpa, cara. Só pela audácia. Eu tô vacilando muito. Vem cá. Foi. Caralho, joguei muito mal agora, bicho. Deu muito dano besta. Eu acho que eu achei o corpo do Clive. É ela mesma, ó, a cicatriz no olho.
You're safe now. White heart, I presume.
Aí, ó.
You know her, boy.
Togal reconheceu, pô.
That scar. It couldn't be.
É, disse.
Ambrosia.
Cara, que nome foda, né? Deixa eu...
It is you. You survived.
Achei que tinha morrido, cara.
And you found yourself a flock.
Pelo menos um momento feliz, né?
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that,
Um momento bonito, cara.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mound. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself.
Não, pô, pelo menos. Não, tipo assim, pelo menos um momento feliz até agora, porque só foi porrada, 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 né?
Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are, you done right by me.
what is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you, and it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Da montaria, né? A montaria real, cara.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Finally. Finalmente, hein? Desbloqueamos o Chocobo.
Ready, go?
Cadê o Jill? Haha. Tem a resistênciazinha pra...
Be safe.
Ela vai embora, né? Deixa eu dar uma nesse aqui. Droga. Agora morreu. Vamos lá.
Where's Gav?
O cara aqui embaixo. Cadê? Deixa eu ir logo nesse.
That broom's as ragged as goat's locks.
Logo nesse cidadão aqui, né?
Finish with that log,
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it. I'll go.
Já. Será que abre alguma coisa? Melhorar esses equipamentos, né, cara? De vento. A gente pega mais. Dá só um agrado ali. Quente pra caralho. Ô Tonho, faz um pix aí pra gente, cara. Gav.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
Que isso, cara? Você comprou o PS5 aí, à vista. Falou com o Jim Ryan aí, pô. O Yuji foi pro lado negro da força. O Yuji agora é caixista.
So, you remember how quick
Os
the
caras
Empire
chegaram
was
na
to
porra
occupy the
do...
Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist.
É, mas as ações do Cid reverberaram.
Now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia.
Clareza, né?
Drake's Spine in Waloed. and Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left
Cara, isso é muito Final Fantasy
exposed.
Tactics.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
Sim, perto de Rosário.
Uncle. Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My
Grave é
uncle's
muito
name
burro,
gave
mano.
him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Agora sim, hein? Vamos lá no Mugo.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Ô, rapaz.
Those men didn't hurt Martha, did they?
Clive. What's that for you, dear? That it? Fine. What do you need? Nah. Useless I haven't. Still.
Vamos lá.
Got ya. What do you want? Anything else?
Quem tá precisando de ajuda aqui, bicho?
Won't be long now, Martel. See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All her hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out.
Impressive.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for them. You couldn't take them some, could you?
It'll be nice being the best.
Oh, she always had a soft spot for that lot. Here you go.
Os diálogos dessas secundárias são muito ruins, cara.
You hear that, Martel?
Sério que eu vou ter que levar um cesto?
Did you come through the forge today? And you say Sid built this place?
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's just because they...
Vamos lá.
Right. The people of Valisthea, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends, and perhaps I can.
So Martha's all right.
You two look like you could use something to eat.
Bora, macho. Lentidão, viu, dessa side quest.
Weren't she aye and brave as a bane might? Remember when she ran?
Please up. She'd have been proud. And
A gift from the backyard.
old Sid, he'd never...
That sounds...
Bloody old kid. I'm glad to see someone carried up reckon should be happy. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you.
Well,
you can
Normal,
leave the
normal.
basket with me.
Acabou?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Desirri.
Oh, Clive.
The patron's whisper. Does that mean...
Oh, no. That's still me. I still catalogue... Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Here you are. I don't have that one. You do. All in good time, eh? Come again. I may have more for you. That broom's as ragged as goat's locks.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
It's not the
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. They were clearly...
They remembered her. I suppose she put everything... When she died, I named a sapling.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her.
I didn't do...
By the way...
Of course not. They like your fruit, Martel, isn't it?
Bora. Legalzinho, cara. Ô, Tony, tu tá por aí, fela? Me diz um céu aí com Snapdragon pra rolar um joguinho bom. Não posso dizer o que é, porque senão eu vou pagar uma multa bilionária. Mas um FE20, um FE21 rola? Ô, molecada, o Romulo ainda tá em live, frescar com a cara dele. Ó, o corno tá em live ainda, macho. Eu já frescar com a cara dele.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalmekia.
É, pô. Meu primo ficou puto, o Rodrigo, né? Ele fez, aí tava chegando no final, deu uma travada no jogo, perdeu o save dele no PS4. Ele tem ódio mortal. A gente tem ódio mortal do Horizon Chase, não da produtora, mas porque a gente trabalhou com um cara que fez eu e o Romulo ter ódio desse jogo. Que foi, Torgal? É, o meu primo foi por isso e eu é por causa do cidadão. O cara achava que só tinha esse jogo feito no Brasil. Era o supra-sumo dos índios. Fala, Pablito, como é que você está?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past.
I didn't.
If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Jogar o que, macho?
We will face it together then.
Eu tava no Rio Mar, tinha a galera jogando lá. Eu fui ver a exposição do Van Gogh. A galera tava jogando Pokémon.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Joguei muito quando era criança. Eu acho que tem um daqueles inimigos por aqui. Aqueles inimigos fodões. Deixa eu ver. Ó. E é, ó. Tá vendo? Vamos lá enfrentar ele, vamos. Ah, é, o Taleira é quem manja aí, pô. Qualquer coisa tu fala com ele, acho que ele consegue até um desconto pra tu. Tá vendo ali o dragão? Caralho. Vamos. Ui? 900 conto naquele deck, é melhor tu jogar online, macho. Tu e 900 conto no deck, macho. A única coisa que tem deck que eu daria 900 conto é um Steam Deck. Digimon? Tá doido? Eu acho que era esse inimigo. Ó, pra cá não tem mais nada. Isso comprando na cada... Caralho, bicho. Absurdo. E foda que é pouca gente que tu vai achar, né? Esse preço, tipo assim, beleza, achei a carta, montei meu deck. Mas vai jogar com quem? Quem entende Digimon é o narrador. O narrador, ele tem cor de Digimon pra caralho.
Good girl. Faster.
É só quando eu abrir a ponte agora. Cara, Torgal corre mais rápido que o Chocobo, cara. Mas tipo, de uma pista de Digimon eu vou querer só um deck. É, pô, baixa só um. Mas qual é o deck que vai chegar aqui no Brasil? É um daqueles que o Taleira... jogou lá. Um foi do LoL e outro foi do Kid, né?
Justice is what it is.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Eita porra.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the... 'Twould be a pity to...
Of course, your lordship.
business could the Black Shields have in
Then they must be here for something else.
Com o Shanks e do Luffy. É, tem que ter do Luffy, né, cara?
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the millers?
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours for a price. Much obliged. You won't be disappointed.
Eu já vi esse aí. Pedaço de pergaminho esfarrapado no qual foram escritas as pressas vários compassos de música e título Terra do Noturno. Ah, só pra adicionar uma música? Só isso?
Much obliged. Keep to the roads now.
Não, cara, sabe quem é um cara foda de Kamen Rider? E tá aqui? É o Rafael. O Rafael, ele, né, que era da Load, tava no Geek Here. Cara, o Rafael é fissurado em Kamen Rider.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
Final Fantasy.
That's a fair old
Saiu já o do Senhor dos Anéis, né? As cartas são bonitas.
How'd you get it?
What did those knights want, Father?
I told you to stay in the house. Go on.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even
Eu lembro que eu tinha de Pokémon, aí troquei no Magic, aí destroquei no Pokémon.
what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
O meu era devastação deck.
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Cara, tipo, dava pra ter cortado grande parte desse negócio. Isso aqui é muito do 14 ainda.
We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Espero, né? Espero eu. Acho que a gente não vai enfrentar o Titã ainda.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire?
Mas foi o artista que fez isso aqui. Ah, o Amano é foda.
Find them before the Imperials do. Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Ele é foda. Eu tinha um pôster dele na época que eu tinha uns 10 anos. A contracapa da Ação Games era o pôster que ele fez do Final Fantasy X.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
Aí eu deixava atrás da minha porta.
Directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals of lights.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Não mexa no cachorro, não. É, Japão é Japão, né, cara? Eles botam pra descer na arte. Bicho estranho ali. Bomba aqui. Vai virar bicho? Ah. Estilo Final Fantasy XIII aqui. Vem. Acaba mais rápido, né?
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Ó, se ali é o caminho e aqui tá aberto, tem alguma coisa pra cá. Não é possível. A câmera até mudou.
Straight home now.
Nada. Mesma coisa? Sério? Estranho isso. É, vamos lá, né? Só não fiquei muito tempo lá porque eu tinha jogo. Ah.
It's over.
Subir de nível. Não é quase fosse. Pois é, né, bicho? Teve jogo. Uma hora que eu passei, eu quase não vou pelaquela parte do castelão. Tava meio tenso. Mas foi bom, eu fui ver o apresentação em 8K do Van Gogh. Sabia nem que dava pra rodar as coisas em 8K. Mas é mó bonito lá. Aí vi uns mangá Dragon Ball lá na leitura, me segurei pra não comprar, que tava muito caro, bicho. A impressão tá... Tá R$36 o mangá Dragon Ball Super, pô. R$36, absurdo demais, cara. Aí tinha o do Kamen Rider. Do Kamen Rider eu fiquei... Porra, tinha um do Kamen Rider, cara. Mas eu não sei se é bom. A galera fala que o do... E o X é bem pesado. É bem parecido com Black Sun, né?
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Porque eu sou protagonista, porra.
We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
Pois é, né? Porque é um outro conceito, né?
Our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shot of Rosaria.
Quem é o healer? É tu? Macho, por RP sozinho tu vai levar, ó. Acabou-se. Eu matei assim com ódio. O do Jirai é o do Michel, né? Michel Borges.
The end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in ordeal.
Eita.
Guardians.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Eu voltei pra cá de novo. Já vim aqui não? Acho essa porra de Jiraiya, Jaspion, pra galera mais velha. Eu só lembro quando disseram que ia ter o mangá do... O filme do Jaspion. Aí o professor ele foi, pô, vou ter um roteiro na Amazônia, Satanguzos, carai. Falei, bicho, a galera viaja muito, cara. Caralho. Tio dele. Não, caralho, amém. Caralho, esse jogo é só sofrimento, bicho.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Não, mas o Clive ele tá só apanhando.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
É, a Jill vai chegar mais perto do passado dela agora.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Troquei. É, troquei. O dano dela era, tipo, superado por 50 já. Aí não... É putaria também, né? Era o correto ser uma espada só, mas... Quem sou eu? Mas eu não sei porque eu acho que... Ela é a última weapon também. Inho do dragão. Deixa eu ver só se eu acho uma side quest aqui. Tenho quase certeza que dá pra achar um negocinho aqui. Com certeza que eu vou achar um inimigo aqui, ó. Pois é, era pra ser assim, uma esparda da vida. Porra, tem um ferreiro, cara. Faz mais sentido ainda isso. Sobrou uma arpia? Olha que legal. Olha quem sobrou ali.
Thanks, girl.
Olá! Sabia que ia ter um inimigo aqui. Hello there.
This isn't gonna be easy.
Agora, hein? Tu acredita que até hoje eu não troco o nome da minha pasta de aplicativos? Eu resolvi aderir ao nome que tu colocou uma vez. Otaku Feelings, cara. Tem que botar. E o Rômulo, cara, que tem uma pasta que se chama Cansa de Mama. Às vezes ele me mandou arquivo, aí eu, né? Pra editar você tem que ter os arquivos tudo igual. Aí eu... Porra, é essa? Câncer de mama, bicho. Achando que eu tinha sido hackeado, era só o Rômulo quando ele nomeia as pastas dele. Caralho, 20 mil de dano. Ah não, tomei um dano no final, ia ser no damage. Vergonha.
It's over. Rest well. I know I will. Come on. Yeah.
Eu acho que só tem essa.
All right.
Não vai ter outra não. Se tivesse seria ali, mas essa aqui é a única ameaça. Então pronto, vamos pra missão. Enfrentar o passado da Jill.
Ready, go? Yeah! I can walk from here.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just now.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Not here.
Vamos lá.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Ah, cara, tem um siri cascudo aqui, mas não tem um... Inimigozão.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy!
Aí, filha da puta.
Viceroy's dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Fuck off! Chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Essa parte tá bem maçante. Vai ficar até 3 horinhas de live.
If you're sure, The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they
Porra,
were
do
looking
Home nem
for.
mandou a raid, cara. Mandaram se lascar lá no grupo. A Jill ela veio de fora, né? Era pra ser tratada como uma... Ela foi encontrada criança ainda, como... né? Como membro da vassalagem. Só que o Elwyn, que era o rei, o pai do Clive, do Joshua, pegou e decidiu criar ela entre os nobres. Então ela tem estudo, tem todas essas paradas, mas o passado dela ainda é meio estranho. Subentende-se que ela tem a vida da Ilha de Ferro.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Castelo Rosário. Mas se jogar, tipo assim, o design dela é bem da Agrias do Final Fantasy Tactics.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Bravely Fought. É, exatamente. O mesmo ator, o mesmo artista, né? O personagem quase não tem nariz, foi ele que fez.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that.
Mhm.
And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Rapaz, olha quem voltou.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I got my sideways. Come along now.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Vamos nessa, né?
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog,
Vagabundo não.
could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! Forest area!
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Whoa. The Imperials aren't taking any chances.
Agora foi.
I can't say I'm flattered.
Damn.
A noble stand,
Ok.
albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Nice try.
So wait!
Found it. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. But if only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever any...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
O Elwin todinho.
Clive Rosefield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
É o tio dele.
Very well.
O pai foi degolado na frente do Joshua.
That thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Não, morre todo mundo aqui, cara. Esse jogo aqui é igual o Jojo. O Joshua apareceu com a roupa de guerreiro já. Tá tentando parar a praga do outro lado, mas eu acho que vai rolar um embate entre os dois, não é possível.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
Ele absorveu a última.
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
É o primeiro momento feliz, né, cara?
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
É, tá ficando pior, cara.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Porra, daria uns 3 filhos, cara.
Because once they learned that lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
Aí virou Persona, né? Persona 4.
And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
Eita.
When you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Vai rolar, hein?
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Pô, bicho, quase 3 horas e ainda não foi... Ainda não deu pra chegar aqui. Aí estão os monstros.
Only the founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Oh, this? I borrowed it.
went from spit. Well, but you're.
So,
The only a beat. Well, only
Rosie, one of the butchers in.
Não, acho que ainda não. Provavelmente seja a Shiva. Ela tá falando muito no... de fazer as coisas. Aí depois vem um Titan.
typical nobles.
Vamos ver. Punho rompido de rosário.
Back again, Lord.
A Odin deve ser um dos últimos.
I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one
Essa é uma coisa que poderia ter nesse feira para quando zerasse o jogo. Pois é, mas tem.
as the name implies, the orthodoxy holds
Tem,
the
é só chegar ali na pedra.
secret, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill
Enfrentar nas três formas, inclusive.
with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
Tem, pô, dá pra tu refazer até as fases.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same.
É, Pablito, eu vou encerrar aqui.
Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Eu vou encerrar aqui. Já foi bonito. E aí, talvez amanhã eu continue. Acho pouco provável. Aí na terça, como eu volto, eu vou mudar os horários de... Chegar, cara, rola não. Tô meio morto. E aí eu continuo depois. Vou nem dar gank porque só tem eu e tu, 3. Aí nem rola não. Deixa eu botar aqui. Pouca gente. Vamos nessa, valeu meu querido. Até aí. Tchau, tchau.